Hi teacher and classmate, today I am going to share with you some information about what is globalization, interculturality, and how they link themselves to start. I have to say that now in 2022, everything that surrounds us is a product of the globalization, but what it is specifically, globalization is the process by which ideas, knowledge, information, goods, and services spread around the world. Globalization is also the increase of the movements of goods, services, and people across the world in a seamless and integrated manner. Globalization can also mean that countries liberalize their import protocols and welcome foreign investment into sectors that are the maintains of its economy. What this mean is that countries become magnets for attracting global capital by opening up their economies to multinational corporations, but this is a more economical meaning of it. There are five types of globalization, and I am going to explain each one of them. The first one is economic globalization. This is the one that I've been talking about earlier. This is the economic connection of the country with the global economic system. Other is the social globalization. This is another one of the important types of globalization. Social globalization is a process. As a result of this process, traditional social institutions become weak. The identify of the socialist community or national because of the new identify. Other is a cultural globalization. Is the process by which a world class of goods, ideas, and information is produced in one part of the world. As a result, cultural difference between different races, regions, and individuals are removed. Other is a political globalization. The transformation of liberalism is called an example of political ideology in the process of globalization. Environmental globalization refers to internationality, coordinate practice and regulations in the form of international treaties regarding environmental protection, the growth of globalization and its impact on the global environment is an important concern to the world. Now that we know what is globalization, I am going to explain what is interculturality and why it is linked to globalization. This refers to the relationships between groups of people belonging to different ethnicities and which diverse cultural backgrounds, and it's an approach to coexistence and communication among cultures that considers this situation to be enriching and positive for all the parties involved. Globalization and interculturality are linked between them because we have intercultural relations due to globalization. We know that as the world becomes more and open to receive in other countries, people from other places, the process of sharing information, habits, traditions, and other is growing. And nowadays we don't have only one culture. Is one country. We have a mixture of different cultures around the world. The important thing to do is keep alive our one culture throughout the years, because one of the risks of globalization is the loss of our cultures by being influenced by others. That's all my presentation. Thank you very much, teacher and partners.